full of energy, clear mind, and ready for the day ahead, compared to rolling out of bed feeling foggy, exhausted, and depleted. It's incredible, but the way we nourish our body truly can create this difference. Today, I'm here to convince you that embracing a whole foods diet packed with essential nutrients can rewire your physical vitality, mental focus, hormone balance, and even your overall perspective on life. What you eat shapes your energy, mood, and long-term health. Whether you're battling fatigue, stress, or just want to feel your best, this speech will show you how food can be your superpower. I've lived this transformation myself. Moving from nutrient-depleted foods to eating intentionally to nourish myself has changed me. I used to deal with tons of fatigue, but eating more and eating healthier turned that around. I've researched extensively on this topic to understand the why. Today, I'll explain the dangers of processed food and even how undereating can often lead to hidden malnutrition, and share how nutrient-dense diets can solve these problems and how this change can transform you with steps to start. First, let's face the problem. Poor dietary choices like processed food and undereating harm our physical, mental, and hormonal health. Processed foods loaded with harmful chemicals like seed oils and food dyes can cause inflammation that hurt the body and mind. For example, Red 40, a common food dye in snacks, is linked to hyperactivity and potential cancer risk in studies according to the 2022 Environmental Health Review. Excessive omega-6 fats from seed oils like canola or soybean can increase inflammation and raise heart disease risk, as noted in a 2019 British medical study. Now, undereating, especially for women, it can be just as damaging. It can spike our cortisol and disrupt estrogen and increase risks of depression and PMDD, per a Journal of Endocrine Clinical and Metabolism study. People who undereat face a 50% higher risk of hormonal imbalances, which can worsen mood and stress, as found in a 2012 study done by a college. These choices leave us malnourished often without even realizing it and drain our energy and joy. Now the solution: a whole foods diet, rich in essential nutrients, satisfies your body's need, and restores physical, mental, and hormonal health. Whole foods deliver protein like eggs or beef or chicken. There's fats like olive oil or avocados, and even carbs like quinoa, rice, and potatoes, which can provide vital nutrients for muscle repair, brain health, and energy reserves. A 2021 nutrients study done shows how whole foods diet can reduce depression and anxiety symptoms up to 30%. Now, you don't need a big budget to make this work. Let's take a look at this visual aid I have found showing the 2021 Dirty Dozen list. It shows which produce like strawberries to buy organic to avoid pesticides, and like avocados, which are safe and non-organic, saving you money. And you can see how the Dirty Dozen are more fruits that don't have a shell, and then the Clean 15, they often have like a shell. Like watermelon has a shell, bananas have a shell, and avocados, pineapple, and I guess new in 2025, potatoes and blackberries are now the Dirty Dozen, which means they have high traces of pesticides. Simple swaps like choosing chips cooked in olive oil, and checking ingredients, or even cooking a fun meal at home instead of eating out and buying fast food can make healthy eating accessible and effective. Finally, picture two futures: one with a whole foods diet, creating a thriving, healthy life that can boost energy, mood, and hormone balance, and even a balance with making sure there's adequate calories can support our hormone production and improve our stress management, sleep, and cognition, according to a 2022 Harvard Health study. Whole foods can also enhance mental clarity and reduce anxiety by nourishing the brain, but persisting with poor dietary habits leads to struggle. Seed oils and processed food drive chronic health issues like heart disease and sap our vitality. Undereating even worsens depression and makes daily life harder for us all. A diet heavy in processed foods can trap you in a constant exhaustion, frequent illness, and missed moments of joy. Relying on these foods can cause you to risk ongoing mental fatigue and reduce productivity, which can even hinder work and personal success. Which future will you choose? Today I've shown how processed foods and undereating can harm our bodies and mind, and how a nutrient-dense whole foods diet can heal us, and how this change creates a healthier, more enjoyable future. Fueling your body with whole foods isn't just about eating, it's about unlocking physical strength, mental clarity that transforms how you live. I know this because eating more and healthier as a woman freed me from the things I used to feel, and I've seen others light up with the same change in my family and friends. It can be overwhelming, but start small. Swap a processed snack for maybe some fruit and almond butter. Check the dirty dozen list your next time at the grocery store, or cook a simple meal at home. Your body deserves to thrive, and you have the power to make it happen one bite at a time.